Today we've been writing a new article, and it's a very essential article. So I looked at all the articles of all the websites, and one that really stood out that I said I need to refresh this, and that is Learn Git. It moved from ArcoLinuxB.com, I think, and it makes more sense that it's in ArcoLinuxISO.com, but it's actually for anybody who wants to keep track of configs, settings, and push them onto the GitHub, GitLab, or anything like that. We're focusing on GitHub here, and what we like to have is a sort of backup. This is my configuration of xmonad, bspwm, i3, whatever, right? Those files I'll never want to get lose them. Or you have seen the ArcoLinux Nemesis scripts, and I say I'm going to adapt them and going to be my scripts and give it another name, but you keep the scripts. I want to keep them online so you can git clone them later on a new machine. So these are all good reasons to say, and here are some more good reasons to say I'm going to follow this tutorial. Now I'm not going to go for the easiest way. I'm going to go for a well protected way and a secure way. So secure shell, SSH, and GPG is a must for me to connect to GitHub. I also explain or show how the two-factor authentication is done. So when I log into GitHub, that it sends me a signal or a sign, okay, Eric, give me the key, otherwise you can't log in. You go to your machine, mobile, and then type in some numbers and off you go. All the information is here about how we did everything from creating an email, right? Well, not specifically this one, because at some point in time my mobile phone number was on there. I said, okay, I can't send that in the world. But you see me go to Gmail that I just created, teaching Arco, and then we use that email to log into GitHub. And we create a GitHub account, and then later on we say, okay, let's create a repository. I explain every little bit, and the files that we need, they are on here. All the files are in here, so go and have a look here. Here I've just changed the name, that's it, setup and up.sh, so probably better change it here, but in the video you'll still see the old names, so better keep them the same for now. So setup git v, just setup, and we go through all the changes and things, and we're going to go to phase 2. Well, phase 2 is that. Phase 3 is activating two-factor authentication, so an extra layer for protection inside in GitHub. And then this is the most difficult bit, and I guess you either succeed or you give up. And this video that I'm making now is actually for the guys that say, whoa, this is not yet for me. There is a much easier way to get your configuration on an ISO. And it's already explained. I'm going to show you how it's done. But let's continue the story. So phase 4 is here. Phase 5 is still for people. Still okay for everybody else. Just putting your information online. And this is your config. These are the dot files. You just copy paste them over, done. And I'll show you how you can copy paste over in ArcoLinux when building ISOs. So here you can binge watch the 5 videos. And if you're an ISO builder, you can continue the story. Here we continue to teach for distro builders, ISO builders, distro builders, right? We want to be able to do sudo pacman-s on our future system and get our package in. We want to build an ISO with our package in. Those are the things you are wondering. Then we need to create a package. So package build. We show you how it's done. And then we need to create a repository because we need to put our package somewhere. So we create a repository. Then we need to tell Pacman, hey, there's a new repo. So although the whole process till building ArcoLinuxS with our prime xfce package and the result, all of it is in here. But what if this is just utter Chinese and you say, what is he talking about? Well, we have we have here the link, right? This is the configuration. We changed it a little bit, so there's a few things up here. This is the config for the article, so this one stays online. And then we make a copy, a fork, so to speak, and we've called it prime xfce, and that is packaged with a package build that goes on the repo, and the package from the repo goes on the ISO. We have an ArcoLinux ISO prime, which looks like in the videos. What if you say, oh my god, the only thing you need to remember is that the prime xfce contains .config. This .config is if you can get that one on the ISO, you're good. So here's an easy way. Not that difficult. So what you take is your .config, and I'm doing exactly the same thing. Git clone that one. I have made my decision, and this is what I took from the .config. So if you want to know where this is coming from, it's in the videos. I've analyzed, I've went through the packages of this, or my account, my personal account. I designed everything the way I like, and then I go inside .config, and then I throw away what I don't need. Right? I throw away what I don't need, and I keep what I do need. So that's the thing. If you can do this, if you can have this, and now we go back to the website, there is something else. We've learned in the ArcoLinux B website that we can build our ISOs with the content of the /personal. There is a folder on all our ISOs /personal on root. Well, let's go for so this is the explanation of the personal alias and how it's working. So basically this video will come here. And we need to choose something. We need to decide what to have, and it's for xfce. So that means last time I took XS, so XS LTS or the XenMod or the XL if I want to. Takes a bit longer to build, that's all. Or the Zen if I want to. So anything XS, xfce. We've made something for xfce. So we need to git clone something with xfce. Just random. Take this one. Let's put you here. And then git clone Ctrl+Shift+V. No, Ctrl+Shift+V. Again. You'll see me do that in other videos. Personal. Look at that. There's a personal folder. What if, and that's the topic of the video, what if I'll just drag this to this? Anything that's in the folder personal will go on the ISO, will go inside the .config, inside the /personal, whoop, to there. This keep can now go, and I burn it. The job is done, and we built the ISO. So at this point in time, we can follow along. Ctrl+H, ArcoLinux build, xf86, this is the future system, Ctrl+H, there it is. This will be on the ISO in /personal. If you go to your system, if you are on ArcoLinux, of course, and you say Ctrl+Alt+T, and you ask, give me the list of root, you have a personal folder. You have it. Whether you use it, that's up to you. That is really up to you. It's all explained here. It is useful. If you want to skip all the GitHub and Git package and all the stuff like that, because the only thing you need to do afterwards is copy paste what's in this personal folder to your home directory. Or even make it easier and that's an alias that we've made for you. It's called personal. And it's gonna copy paste everything from personal, everything, to the home directory. So the design that we've chosen, whatever you put in there, right, is going to be copy pasted over. Can be music, can be wallpapers, and can be all kinds of things. Can be a whole structure, whole home directory. And at this point in time, it is just building, and all we can do is wait. And I'll show you later. And then the Zen ISO is out. That means I should have done that before. We're gonna grab the clone, Zen optical drive, choose a disk file coming from the ArcoLinux out. There is the Zen. Click, click, and Ctrl F. Boom. So, is this looking any different? No. You've built ArcoLinux XS with the content of a folder somewhere. And local. But the config you want is in the folder personal. I don't know if we can actually do it in a live environment, and it's a good test to see if we can. Can we launch it, check it out already on live environments? So this is our look. We can create 1,000 looks, and 1,000 people will say not nice, right? So you rise your system, that's up to you. And now we have here the personal, and in the personal is a lot of stuff. Basically what I want to do is Control C, and this one, I'll overwrite everything. Control V, replace all. We get all these things as well. I forgot about that. We got this as well. So all my bookmarks basically, right, are in there as well. So I'll get rid of that. But can we log out and log in? I don't know. xfce? No. Voila. So now we know. We need to install it. And then we can do the personal touch there. Erase disk, blah blah blah. You know the drill. No need to explain what I am doing here. There are over 150 videos about it. Okay, let's pause the video here. Let's continue our story. Let's restart now. And then we get the normal, whatever you've chosen, ArcoLinux XS, Zen, XenMod, LTS, normal Linux kernel. Let's update again. Everything is in. We're using this particular code, and I don't want to see this anymore. And now the story continues, right? Everything is in personal. What is everything? This. You need to or manually copy paste. I don't like manual copy paste, but Control C and then Control V. Or alias called personal. And how it goes, you haven't seen it, but it's changed. Right? It's actually fast. I wonder actually why it's that fast, but it's not much either. It's 380 gigabytes or something like that. You need to restart. You can't log out, log in. This is xfce. We've seen it in the live environment. You need to let everything apply. It's gonna look at the files. Ooh, we're still missing something. Ah, of course. On the ISO that we've built, ArcoLinux XS Prime that we've built, we did the installation of, let me think, ArcoLinux Arc Dawn Git, and we like this particular color scheme for Control X, log out. It's a variant of the Arc theme, and it's one I regularly choose, which looks like this. So it's not the blue of Arc, it's dawn, right? It's a little bit darker, it's almost night. It's darkish blue. And that's it. With the alias, with the copy paste from the content that is in etc personal. These are all our aliases. It's a wonder, right? But do you know them all? Have a look. There's a lot of possible things to do with our aliases. So this is another video for you guys for the website of Learn Git. This is where everything started, and actually it's just another example of personal. I grab code from somewhere, put it in a personal, and just copy paste over. That's it. The easiest way. No repos, no package buildings, no SSH, no GPG, just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. All right, enjoy.